Hello everyone, welcome to the Rinea channel. I'm Betsy Golden and I am here today not only with a wonderful showcase of what we can do with the Rinea paper for Halloween using some StazOn ink and then also our ghost ink, but we have a fun collaboration going on with Joy Claire stamps. So I'm going to be using the October Fun stamp set for my project today, and we're going to be using some of these stamps. And then also in my arsenal I have some other Joy Claire stamps. This one is it's like a really cool, it's called, I can't even talk, it's called Spiderweb Background. So this is going to be a background too. So for today's demo and little tutorial and step out, I should say, I'm going to be creating the background for the cards that I'm going to be featuring over on Joy Claire, which are also up today. So I will leave that link down below and you can go visit. Let me show you what I did already with this stamp set. I did go ahead and on a separate piece of white paper I stamped all those sentiments, and then I colored in about 18 of these little trick-or-treat bags. I decided to make it an orange strand across instead of just two single ones. And my little guys, I used some Copic markers. Actually, no, they're alcohol markers. And I just colored them in. And so I think that they're so cute. And then I used my scan and cut to go ahead and just cut them out. So I'm going to be making Halloween cards and showing you how you can use your StazOn ink to create and your ghost ink to create amazing backgrounds. So the first one I want to do is actually going to be for this little Dracula dude, and I'm going to be working on the purple for his background. And the colors that I have are violet, silver, marigold, emerald, and ebony. These are all the glossies, not the Starstruck, because I want the backgrounds to really pop on them. I'll be using those more on the matting on the cards themselves. You'll see what I'm doing when you head on over to the blog. So for this, I am going to create a background for him, and I've already cut it down to 4 by 5.25, and the reason is because my card base is 4.25 by 5.5. So let me put these little guys off to the side. I'm going to grab my bats for this one, and I am just going to I'm going to be doing some StazOn ink in black with these bats. So this is, I like using StazOn ink with this because though it is a slick surface and it will move around if you like smoosh your stamp, it makes really great images on the Rinea foil paper. And once it's dry, it is totally permanent. So this is a really great ink to use for images that you want to have color and you don't want to remove the color from your paper. So I'm just going to go all around with my bats and just create this background, a random bat background, so to speak. And I think Dracula will be quite cute on that. I love violet for my Draculas. I don't know why. I just do. All right, so this background is fairly done. Let me do a little bit more off over here. This one's done. I think it matches my little vampire really nicely. So cute. Okay, and so the next one that I want to do, I actually want to do something for my, oh geez, who should we do next and what should we do? Let me do something with this. We're going to do some ghost ink this time with this, and I'm actually going to use my stamp platform for this. And I'm not quite sure which image I'm going to do on this one. I don't know who I'm going to use with it quite yet, but I'm thinking either the ghost or the mummy. I don't know. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to make sure that I butt this up in the corner like so, because I really can't use the magnets on it. And then I'm going to find my boo, which is right there, and I just want to line this up fairly well. And the easiest thing really to do is to pop it over and put it on like that. And then once I do that, I can put it back over again. All right. So I'm going to just put that on the corner and try to pick up my stamp. Let's see if it'll work. My paper likes to stick to it, which is fine. So I'm just going to pop that back on the corner again. Now with the ghost ink, I'm going to take my ghost ink and I'm going to just stamp this up. I like it because it goes on white, so I can see where it is going on my stamp. I think that's super nice. Get a nice coverage of that. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, pop it on over, and give a nice firm pressure to it. Lift it on up. Nice, nice. And then I need to let that set up for just a minute or two. I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol on my paper towel. Not much. I'm not going to saturate it. Hit it with a little bit of heat. You don't want to hit it with too much heat because then it starts to buckle. And then I'm going to start to remove and lift that ghost ink to reveal the beautiful gold underlay that starts to come through. All right, so I removed that ink with that ghost ink, and I did it off screen because it takes a little bit of time. And if you notice, I do have some marks right here. I left them. I haven't smoothed them out yet. And that's because in those areas, the ghost ink had dried a little bit too long, and so it was hard to get up. But all you have to do is you just have to take your wet piece of paper towel and just really rub with your nail into it, and it will totally, totally lift. So this is a really great background, and I think I'm going to use this with my little ghost, or I don't know who I'm going to use it with yet, but it will be used on something. Okay, and then next up, I want to take and do a background with, let's see here, one of these, maybe the Trick or Treat. And let's do the Trick or Treat on the orange, or the marigold, I should say, pardon me. And this time I'm going to do the claret red, and I'm just going to do the same type that I did before, where I'm just going to go all over the paper and just create a fun, easy background using that beautiful red on the marigold. And again, it doesn't all have to be perfect, but I think it really makes it look fun and festive. And as you see, I kind of moved those last two, and so they smeared. So you just want to be diligent in taking your time and making sure that you get that down correctly. right. And let me see if I can get some up there. And it's always nice to go off the page a little bit. All right, so that's for this little one, and I think I'm going to do that with my sweet little witch. I think she'll be cute with that one. Okay, so moving on, I want to go ahead and take my trick-or-treat bags, and this time I want to use my, I'm thinking green on this. I think that'll be fun. So I'm just going to take my trick-or-treat bags and we're going to do the green on the silver. And this might be for Frankenstein or for the ghost. I don't know yet. So what we're going to do this time though is we're going to go and do the green and black on this. So we're going to do first the green, and then we'll do the black on this. And we might throw in some of that beautiful red as well. No, that might look too Christmassy. And as you can see, didn't press all the way down, but that's okay because I have a feeling that some of our black is going to have to stamp over some of this green, which will be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let me just clean this off with my Stays On ink cleaner. And then I'm going to throw some of the jet black on with this, just to give it a fun little background. I get going and I don't pay attention to where things are on the screen. And then as you can tell, next up will be the emerald, and we're going to use the ghost ink and the bats on that one. So you can definitely use more than one color on this Rinea foil paper, as long as you use your Stays On ink. And since it is a slick surface, it will not dry right away, so you need to be careful when you pick it up and handle it. All right, so I really like that background. That's super cute. Next up, we're going to go back to that bat stamp, and we're going to use the ghost ink on this. I did clean my bat stamp with the Stays On cleaner, so I'm going to just go on in and just again do some random bats. And you're going to see the difference on this paper, this color versus the ebony. The lighter the paper gets, the more subtle the images. I'm going to just hit this real quick with my heat gun for about 5 seconds. And now I'm going to go ahead and just take my paper towel. I'm just going to start to remove that ghost ink. And as you can see, that silver underlay is popping through really, really nicely. So in no time at all, you can create beautiful backgrounds for your cards, your layouts, your ATCs, or even your home decor, you can add some wonderful images and design to all those things using Ghost ink or StazOn ink in a stamp set. So here we go again. This one was the, see the difference? So pretty. And now I did it upside down. And then once this is removed, it doesn't smear because you remove the color and you just have to make sure it's dry and it doesn't smear. It's totally fine. This we're going to have to let set up for a minute. So this is my cute little bags. And then I have my cute little bats. And then we have the trick-or-treats. So please make sure that you head on over to the Joy Claire site today with the link that I'm giving you in the description box and check out what I did with these backgrounds over there using the cute little stamp set for Halloween. I also have an affiliated link to both of the stores. If you're interested in making purchases, you can go ahead and use that. That would be awesome. I do get a small commission off of it, but it doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please make sure that you share this video if you liked it and consider subscribing to our channel. And if you have any questions, just leave them down below. Again, I'm Bets Golden, and you can also head on over to my YouTube channel and my website, and then also follow me on Instagram. It's all under Bets Golden. Super easy to find. Until next time, happy crafting!